let's do this. Good evening and welcome to Amsterdam in a shed. I don't know what to tell you. I'd eaten my dinner. Karen's working late tonight. I'd watched all the YouTube videos that I wanted to watch. Car stuff, as usual. And then I thought, I'm bored. So I thought I would come out here and I would bore you as well. Because if I'm going to be bored, I'm going to take everybody down with me. There are even people here in chat that are obviously also bored. And, well, Mo is here. As long as Mo is here, then there is a reason for me to carry on. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to another live vlog from the shed. I'll be completely upfront. I don't actually have much to show you. I'm really sorry. See my little space there? That is where all the review stuff normally lies. I literally have a pod. That's it. That's all I've got. A pod. That's what I get for putting a review out every second bloody day. Or is it every second day or every third day? I can't remember what it is, what I do now. But I just put out too many reviews too quickly, and now I have nothing left to review. So there we go. So who have we got? Roy, my favourite. I have many favourite tatty munchers, but Roy is one of my favourite. Roy, who has not bought everything. Hemlin, hello, Mo, TJ, Mr. McGilp. Come on, the west coast of Scotland. Slightly above Loch Gilphead, and Archie, I forget every time. Every single time. I could have it tattooed in my head and I would forget where it is. Ah, damn. Doesn't matter. Moving on. Matthew has broken Discord, so he's come here instead. Giovanni. I hope I'm saying that correctly. My favourite line from... No, I was going to say a joke there, but nobody under 55 would get it. Hatman, no notification till now. Sneaky. Yes, I was trying to do a sneaky one. The sneakier I am, the less questions I have to answer. Jaffips, welcome. Not on shift tonight, young sir. Walter, did I get Walter? Walter, Ryan, Tony F. Can't read anything, I can just see names. There we go. Dean, Ryan from South Africa. Woohoo. Destroy, hello as always. Matt, Gareth, Paul. Boredom unites us all. It certainly does. Rick. I just want to say hello to my favourite Mexican, Huicho. My day is complete. No, my day is not complete. You have not been sarcastic and you have not insulted me yet. Then it will be complete. Is it a high-end pod? I want to see that Lego alien. I'll be happy. Where did I put my Lego alien? That I got from Clark. He's a very nice man. What did I do with my Lego alien? Oh, it's down there. It's I don't know if you'll see it. I'm not going to reach out. I'm not going to reach around and get it because that would just be plain rude. Can I? I've forgotten how this works. Out the way, but can we zoom in? There's a no. She's up there. She's up there. He's right there. Is that going to go in even further? Oh, there he is. See, there's an alien there. Wee Lego alien. There's another proper alien. There's a predator. There's another alien there. And yes, really sorry about that. Scroll back, scroll back. Oh, look at the mess in my shed. It really is like a kid's playground in here, isn't it? How does this button work? I used to have a preset that I could push and it would just come straight back to me. But I've forgotten what I've done with that. Because obviously... no, that was... Stop pushing buttons. Stop pushing buttons. It's not going to end well. Oopsie. Who else we got here? Ryan's in Cloud9. TJ got the Agra on Friday. It's a great RBA. Yes. Yes, the Agra is good. But Archie, you used to live here. I did. I forget how long I lived in Lochilphead for now. Was it 5 or 6 years? It was 5 or 6 years I think we lived in Lochilphead and then moved up to Oban. Mrs. Mo's got... Hello, Mrs. Mo. Who have we got? Shine? Is it Shine? S-H-Y-N? Is it Shine 3? I'm probably saying that wrong. Custard Connells, Jaffe, not on duty. Jaff, I'm just saying that. My old man was in the job for all his adult life. It's the only reason I asked. Daniel's here, my favourite spanner. Oh, Mr. Kingswell's here as well. You lived in a loch. What are you fish? Loch Gilphead, Loch Creeran, Loch Aber. What was it? We've talked about this before. In Scotland, if the loch is in the title, does it not normally mean that the name of the village, if it has loch at the beginning, it's usually the village is at the head of the loch. I'm sure that's like Loch Ernhead. Places in Scotland that have loch at the beginning usually means that place is at the head of the loch. I could be completely wrong in that one. I don't have Google. Daniel is in chat. He will no doubt have Google open right now, and then he'll type something and pretend that he knew it all along. Right. Shine. Okay. Deuces, I don't understand a faking word coming out his mouth. You sound just like my wife. Right. Excuse me while I have a little drink. Yes. Look up at head of a chisel shaped loch. Sorry, we're going to get into a discussion about naming conventions in Scotland, but who knows? Dean, how you doing? So we have coffee. We'll have something here to show you. What am I vaping on? Tonight, Matthew, I am vaping on an old friend, the Stereo BF. Stereo BF with a Skyfall on top, complete with lip gunk. And in this I have, I can't remember what I have in this. Some royal vanilla custard. I've shown this off. I've had this for so long now. Obviously we've got that one, and we have, oh yeah, and that was its regulated brother, the non-squonk version. So yeah, made by a lovely man in Poland many years ago. Actually, I can't remember how long ago that was now. Stereo. How long ago was that? Oh my god. Jesus wept. 2016. Holy shit. 2016. You would swear, I kid you not, you would swear that this has just come out of the box. It's in such good condition. It was made so well. And Skyfall is, as always, to die for. It is glorious. I'm vaping on a tank, which I'm not supposed to show you, but I am on the ProMaster by SVA, which is a lovely mod. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. No mute. What is that washing machine RBA tank you posted? Oh, this thing. Let there be light. Doink. Now that I have to add that this mod is red, not orange. My camera may make it look like it's orange, but it's actually red. So that remember the silo? Well, the silo was the dot version, and then this was a prototype for the Borrow version. It's full stainless steel with this little viewing window on it. I call it the washing machine. And this must be a few years ago now. They never went ahead with it, which is a crying shame, because it is absolutely fantastic. I love this thing to bits. I don't suppose it matters me showing you this, because it's not like it's going ahead or anything. Hopefully this doesn't fall to bits on me. Look at that. If you have any issues with your Delros, let me know. I can fix them. Don't ask me how I fix them, but I can. Full stainless steel. I mean, it weighs so much. This was obviously just because it was a prototype. Excuse me. Borrow life. Let's just dry that off there. Came with loads of air pins, and please don't just gush everywhere all over the top of me. Why has this been a dick? So it was fixed deck. You know, you couldn't put any other RBAs in it or anything like that. But it was it's brilliant. I mean, it holds a shit ton of juice. It holds a lot of juice, and the flavour from it was really, really good. But I don't know if you'll go back to it. I don't know if you will. Obviously, it was Justin from Delro Land that was behind it. I think it was Orca Vape, if I remember right, that he did it with. I could be wrong. I usually am. But yeah, there we go. So, there you go. That's the story behind the thing that I was vaping with today. Looks like the Hellfire Moab tank. It does. The only difference being is that it's really easy to work with, unlike the Moab tank. Liam knows things. Liam knows things. Aside from knowing the best, no, I was going to go to a place that I really shouldn't have wanted to go there. Geez, the white balance. Looks like they have him a hellish a few years like that. I can't remember when it was the. I honestly can't remember when I got it. I honestly can't. Right, so that's that. So that's what I've been vaping on. Outside that, well, I'm still vaping on this bad boy. Let's do the uppy closey stuffy thingy mabobber. There we go. Whoop. Still going on the RBA. I was going to, do you know, I was going to do, because I've got nothing in for review, I was going to actually do a review of this, but then I realised that it's been out for about 8 months, maybe even longer. I didn't know if there was any point in me actually reviewing it, because, yeah, it's been out for that long. I'm still enjoying using it. I would say it's for RDL, which is how I've been vaping it, flavour wise, it's middle of the road. It doesn't excel, I would say. It's not the best RBA I've ever used, but it's good, and it's good enough to use with this. I'm enjoying it. I'll leave it at that. I'm glad I got it. Oh, my favourite panty hamster is here. Scott, how you doing? Thank you for not calling me a panty hamster for once. Dave, or Flea Rider, are you not drinking? Voddy and Coke, my weekend just started. Is that the way your shifts work? Or are you on rotating days? I don't know how it works for you, Dave. To be fair, I mean, you're only in a kitchen, you know, standing over a hot stove or putting things in the microwave. It's not like you really, I mean, you do about as much work as I do. And outside that, I'm also got the Pure, I don't even, is it the Pure Max Q? What's it called? The QI? Oh no, the Pure Max Q it's called. Sorry, I'm vaping in that as well. And I've not shaved today. Mum, if you're watching this, I apologise. I never shaved today. I'm really sorry. Sorry, Shine. If I was going to get one RBA with RDL for the billet box, what would you recommend for the best flavour? I don't do recommendations, buddy. I really don't. I'm really sorry. There's so many. Go and watch the reviews. I tell you in the reviews, that's the best place to start. Watch the reviews. Go in the forums. Go in the Facebook groups and see what people are going with. My advice would be just to start with something cheap, and yeah, go from there. Things like the Agra from Ambition Mods, it's things that are cheap. Yeah. If you've never done a borrow before, don't go spending a lot of money on an RBA to start off with, because to be honest, the cheaper, I mean, they're all at the same kind of level. So yeah. Who else did I miss? Orion, Paul. Orion was always a brilliant forum with that RBA. It must be great. Yes. Review. It's free content. It's not free. I bought my Orion and I bought my Orion RBA. I'll have you know. Bought it second hand, but I still bought it. Maga. Why is there very few mouth-to-lung users in rebuildable side? I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I think there's an even spread of mouth-to-lung rebuildable users. I mean, mouth-to-lung is the closest thing to the way we've smoked. I was mouth-to-lung for, not now, certainly for the first few years. When I started vaping, I was mouth to lung. I still mouth to lung. Mouth to lung. It's just, yeah. I've changed. I mean, I went mouth to lung, RDL, DL, back to mouth to lung, RDL, and I've settled in RDL for the past few years. It just chops and changes. Everybody's different. No backsies. Which show I probably will I'll probably end up getting bored during the week and I'll end up reviewing it. The Pure Max Q, yes, as somebody says, it's like the original Pure Max, just cut in half. Yeah, I'll do a review for this. To be fair, there's not much to really review as such. It's just 1500 milliamp hour battery, using the new pods. In you go. No screen, no nothing, just sook and away you go. Actually, speaking of mouth to lung and reviews and stuff like that, um, I'm not going to get into names or so behave yourselves in chat. You know who you are. Um, will I? Will I? Will I? Will I? Ah, bugger it, I will. Um, for those that are curious, and you may or may not be curious, I do reviews. The way these reviews work is because I'm in a very, very lucky position. I get 95% of the gear you see me reviewing, I get sent free. And over 13 years, the way it's always worked is that you send me something to review, and I'll review it. And that review consists of my personal opinions on said device. Now, the agreement I usually have is if you send me something to review and it's not been released yet, any issues I have with it, I will contact you first. However, if you have released the product, unless I find something broken on it, then I'll just do the review because you've already released that product. So there's no direct contact then because, you know, you've already started selling it to people. So yeah, I'm just going to put that review out. Now, for the past 8-9 years, and being honest, reviewing is pretty damn easy now. You don't have to work like you used to with gear. Many years ago, you struggled to get things dialed in, and more often than not, you would spend a couple of weeks with something to get it working right. Now these days, I get something in, I'll do an unboxing for patrons, I'll put a build in it, usually an RDL build. I'll finish that, I'll then do a mouth to lung build, and then I'll try another RDL build with a different size coil. So in the space of 2-3 days, I know pretty much everything I need to know because everything pretty much works out the box. It's brilliant. It's just so much easier. However, sometimes I get something that doesn't work out the box and I have to work at it. And just sometimes I don't get on with stuff. And the thing is, when I don't get on with stuff, I'm not going to sugarcoat it as such. I'm always going to be honest and give my honest feedback. Now, that modders may not like the feedback I give or the information I share in a video, which is their right, but they've sent it to me to share my opinion. And that's the way it'll always be. I understand over the years there's been like 5 modders that I can think off the top of my head that have thrown their toys out the pram when they've seen my review, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I'm not going to change my review. I'm not here to promote things, even though I do in a roundabout kind of way. I'm here to do a review, and whether it be good nor bad I will always share my thoughts. So there you go. There was a ramble over nothing. The one Todd is using is a square one. It comes out on the 30th of this month. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about the NOLA. I mean, Roy's just mentioned it. It's I mean, Tony wasn't happy with my review. I mean, this is the thing. He lost the plot, but even with him losing the plot at me, I get it, and I get it that somebody has invested money, time, effort, all that jazz to get something to market, and they send it to some fat old fart in a shed who turns around and says, it doesn't wick that great with 70-30 and I didn't enjoy my custards in it. So he loses the plot. Totally get it. Totally get it. I can understand why, but that was my experience with something, and it's not going to change anything. So the only thing I will say, and I'll get this out here, which really makes me laugh, is telling me that I'm shit and I obviously don't know how to wick stuff. Well, just 2 points to make. The only mouth to lung RTA setup that I have and keep and use is a FEV vertical wicker. The only RTA that has my name on it that I helped co-design is the HAR vertical wicker. And the fact that I spent 2 weeks putting builds through the feckin' thing every day as well. So there you go. I'm always going to give my honest feedback. I'm not going to dress it up or anything for anybody. But yes, there we go. Scott, how's retro reviews on Mesh Jennies? I think the last, was it the Grizzly? No, what was the last? Shit. I did a mesh. What was the mesh? Can anybody remember? Oh shit, I searched for RBA in my channel and I've got 151 results. I'm not going to find that. Was it the Grizzly? Ah, damn, I can't find it. Somebody will remember. Somebody will remember. The we had to Mum, if you're listening, go put your fingers in your ears for a second, please. Okay? Go fuck yourself, Courtney. God, I hate you. I can't remember that Jenny. It was a Jenny RBA I had, and I just cannot remember what it was called. It was the last Jenny I reviewed as well. Thank God, because I couldn't. I just can't. I couldn't go back to doing Jennies again. I really couldn't. I understand that people are a fan of them and all the rest of it, but for me, when we moved on to just coils and cotton, I found the flavour better and easier to build. So there we go. Oh, I do have a thing to show you. I've not even opened it myself. Right, there will soon. Oh my God, what's going on with the colour? Oh no, it's a bit blue, but it's. Hang on, let's try that. Ah, that's a bit better. There we go. Now there will be a charity raffle on this channel very soon, very soon. And this charity raffle will be for this Man Cave Mech. One of it's amazing wood. I'm sorry, Tim works in a school and he doesn't know how to spell amazing. I'm really sorry, and that was me being sarcastic before you start. But this is the mod that's going to go up for a charity raffle. Now, you may have seen the Cov. Well done, Mo. Well done. Oh wow. His presentation is always so stellar. So this is brand new. I will not put juice through this. This is a brand new mod that's going to. You will be able to keep an eye out. I was going to say subscribe, but nah, I'm not even going to ask you. But keep an eye on the channel. You will be able to win this mod for £1. It's going to be £1 a ticket, and all the money goes to a charity. It doesn't go to me, it goes direct to the charity. And I think it might be Spaniel Aid for this one that we choose. I'm not sure. So what's he done here? Ooh. Oh, it's a different one. Oh, it's a bit jazzed up, this one. Oh, it's different. Hang on, 2 secs. No, that's not it. Oh, wrong mod. Sorry. I thought he'd sent me that one. One like that. This is mine. No, you can't have it. But he sent this one instead. Oh, I like the. Oh, I like that. Look at that. Sweet. I will say now, if you've watched my review for this, this is one of my favourite firing buttons on a mech squonker. The SVBs, Nigel's, do come a close second, but I don't know how he managed it, but he really... Oh, he got his little logo on the firing button as well. I never know. Ah, nice one, Tim. So there we go. So that is going to be going up for grabs. If you're, I don't know, I know it's a squonker and it's not for everybody and all the rest of it, but trust me, if you are a squonker, then it's going to be worth buying a few tickets for yourself. And remember, it all goes to charity, it all goes to a good cause. So thank you to Tim at Born in the Man Cave for giving me this to raffle off for charity. I don't like just putting mods up. I will put in one of my RDAs to go with it. I know it's not going to be an R8. That's not going to happen. But I'll put a really good Squonkinati with it as well. Because it's the right thing to do. So you win a package. Liam, that's alright. Your taste is up your ass anyway. Limelight fanboy. Where does the borrow go? Yeah, Tim stuff is awesome. It is awesome. And squonking is the future, and the future is now. Everybody knows this. Something else. Oh, hang on. Well, they're both working. Sorry, I thought only one was working there. I actually, I did buy something else, and it should hopefully be here tomorrow. This thing. I can't wait for this to arrive. There's a boy called Carol, and he's doing these things. I think they're absolutely brilliant. You got 3 trays for holding your borrow tanks in, and it's 3D printed, and it's a big borrow tank. In fact, he's actually got a sliding, and I think he's actually got Carrot Labs are going to be doing a glass panel for him, so there'll be a see-through, panel for it. So you will actually have a massive 3D printed borrow tank to hold all your borrow tanks in. Or I think he's going to... I never asked for one, but he's got these wee trays as well. I think they might fit in. I'm not sure. He's also done one that's the same style as the XO, so that the bottom pulls off as well. He's some boy. I'm really surprised nobody's thought of doing this style. It's a great idea. I mean, I know not everybody's got that many borrow tanks and whatnot, but it's just... and that's £40 delivered, which I think is a banging deal. his name is Carol Taylor. You'll find him on Facebook. I don't know if I should. Yes, well done, Mo. Well done. I don't. If you're in the borrow groups, if you're on Facebook, look for Carol with a K, Taylor, Taylor. I'm not going to put his profile or anything like that up because not right. Sinistral is here, and Cheryl is here as well. So does he refer? I wouldn't like to fit an O-ring to that. It's a borrowed Barbie house. Johnny, how you doing? Right. What else? I think that is about it. Have I seen anything else? Is there anybody seen anything else exciting going on? Has he shown this off yet? I don't want. I can't. I've got to be careful. I don't show things that haven't been shown off yet. Oh, he has. He has. Do you? It's a really small mod. It's so small I can't find it. There it is. The toy by Made Mods. Well, I just saw him put a post up earlier on that he's now going to be doing these or offering these aluminium or aluminum. If you're a weirdo, no. So it's, I think it's anodized aluminium that the bodies are going to be. And it's just I hope he does well, because I will say that the beautiful wee mods. I mean they're lovely little mods. I prefer the wood. I know a lot of people prefer stainless steel or aluminum and all that stuff. But yeah, it's nice that he's offering something else as well. There's that from Made Mods. There's a few nice things coming up. What else? I think there's some company called Link or something. It's a ginger guy and a beefy unit with a big mouth. I think there's an RBA that they're finally getting around to sending out soon, hopefully. And UDNA 60 Squonk on 3F. Excuse me. Oh, drinky poos. I can't think of anything else that I've seen. Oh, what I will say is, let's do this. Let's do this. I don't know where I've put them. Now I'm not getting into this, so to speak. But many have I got left? Oh, I've got 3 in there. These that you've all seen doing the rounds, the Hussar pods and whatnot. Now I've spoken about these before, and wind your necks in. Just wind your necks in, especially if you're round about Greenock, round about that area, because you're usually very sarcastic. Be aware that the people that are getting these are not the final products. These are samples. These are not the final version that will go to market. Even though everybody that's got one of these is hyping the living shit out of them, it's not the final product. Just so you know. I will say that I took this to bits. and I'm sure they said that the battery in this was 1000 milliamp hour. The sample that I've got, the battery that's inside it, is nowhere near that. It's more like 700 milliamp hour. So I contacted Matthias and asked him about that, and he did say that that's possibly because it's the samples. The final release version, the batteries will be certified as 1000 milliamp hour. But so if anybody takes it to bits just now and says that it's not right and blah blah blah, it's because these are pre-production samples. Actually, why don't we do a giveaway? I've never done a giveaway in a live vlog before on my own channel, and it seems strange that I would give away a Hazard. Fuck me. What can we do? What can we do for? See my 4, here my 8. Have I got pods here at all? Have I? I think I have. Let's chuck all them in there. Right, I've got a pod and some spare pods. So I'm trying to think of how can we do this? How can we do this? Make it only for YouTube members. That's a very, very good idea. I don't actually know. Is there any of my YouTube members actually here? I'm not very good at this YouTube membership stuff. Where Mo, help. I mean, I think I've only got. I don't want to be talking about feckin' right. I've got. Here we go. Right. Remember your patron. Remember your patrons. My feckin' patrons get plenty out of me. You can do one. There's 3 patrons there. 3 YouTube members there. No. Courtney, I've actually got something for you if you want it. Because you got the most likes. So you can... If you want this shit, mate, it'll cost you £2 or £3 in postage. I'll send it on to you. It's there if you want it. Mo doesn't count. Right, I'm not going to do it for... Nah, there's only 8 YouTube members there. That just... and Patreon gets looked after separately. This is a YouTube live thing. We'll just do a random... right. Bear with me. I've written a number down. Now, you will have to pay for postage. You will have to pay for postage. This pod system has not been released yet. You cannot buy it. This is a sample version. So be aware of that. Oh my God, Mo, behave yourself, man. No. Oh, fucking hell. I've not even started yet. Right. Hang on. We're going to start this again. Hang on while I wipe off the number. So, I'm going to write a number down here. I can't believe that. What's going on here? I don't know what's going on here. I'm no good at this shit. Hang on. Courtney, you're such a dick. Right. I'm going to write a number down on this. And the first person to get this number right, it will be a number between 1 and 50. And it will be... I will post this to you, but you have to pay postage. In the UK, it will be £3 something for that for postage. And the rest of the world, I don't think it's really going to be worth your while me posting this out to you. It'll probably cost you a tenner. It's up to you. So only enter this if you want it. Only enter this if you want it. So there is the number you're looking for. So the first person to type in that number wins this device. Now that caught you off guard, didn't it? Who's the fastest? There we go. We have a winner. How lucky was that you chose the number that I'd written down in the box, number 23. I can't believe there's people still trying to guess the number. I showed you the number. I showed you it. Himlin, 23. Congratulations. So it's actually gone to a YouTube member as well. Drop me a message in the usual place, buddy, and I'll get this posted out to you. I'll get this posted out to you. And there we go. There we go. Sorry, that's just shits and giggles. That was just a bit of fun. Boomer, confused by the internet. It's not that I'm confused by the internet. It's just that I don't really rehearse these things, and I don't really know what the feck I'm doing either. I can't believe there's still people getting it wrong. I need a vape. Destroy 69. Stop putting numbers in. Right, that's I've been going for 48 minutes. I was only coming out here for 15 minutes, and it's roasting in here now. Right, before we go, the channel will be kind of quiet on the review front for a week or so. I'll probably have a couple of reviews out at top over the next couple of weeks. Probably just have 2 reviews out, as there's nothing come in. So you're all random people are just joining now and saying, "Oh, what's for free? Let's put a number down." They're very good custard coils. I do believe they are very good custard coils. So yes, reviews will be rather limited. That means that I have some more time to go and do some more work around the house before summer arrives. Dominic, which Nardar review would you like me to do again? The original one, or the anniversary one, or the revisiting the Narda? Because I've done all of them. In 13 years, I've done more reviews for the Narda than I have anything else. Oh, I've got some Grant's Vanilla Custard coming tomorrow. No, Wednesday. I've got some Grant's Vanilla Custard coming. Happy days. Happy days. Can you kick Mo out, please? I can't kick him out. Number one, he's my my PR manager. He holds a position of power here. He holds more power here than I do, and he also scares me. I hate to say this, Mrs. Mo, but I'm more afraid of Mr. Mo than I am of you. That might be the most foolish thing I've ever said in my life, but there you go. Roman, aloha. just cast them away. What are you watching anyway? What you haven't told me what you're watching. You have to tell me what you're watching. What have you been watching? Reacher, Invincible. What else is out just now? I've been watching. Not much of anything out just now, to be fair. Drive to Succeed, the F1 thing. You enjoying that? A little shout out for Mick Blizzard. I don't know, that just popped in my head. Just talking about F1. You either know him or you don't know him, but we lost Mick Blizzard a couple of weeks back. He passed away. He was he was a moderator in my Facebook group years ago. A very popular man in the vape game. He's sadly missed. Sadly missed. And he'll be gutted that he passed away before he got to watch another season of F1. Because he was one of these weird people that really liked F1. Daredevil. Yes, watching Daredevil. I've been watching The Pigeons. Yeah, Mick is a big loss. I'm watching a horror Egyptian series. I had a joke for that, but I can't say it live. I can't say it live. Zaki, what's your most fave RTA so far? I'll never tell you, my friend. I'll never tell you. What I will tell you is that it could be any one of those. It could be any one of those. Because these are the RTAs that I've kept out of all the RTAs I've reviewed. And that's what... It's going to be in there. It's going to be one of them. But I'm not going to tell you which one it is. The Har. Yes, it was the Har. Obviously, it's the Har. If you can, I would highly recommend that you go out and you buy this. The Har RTA. It came free with a toilet roll with every one, so you could dry it up. Talking shite. It's the Skyline. He has 10 versions. It's not the Skyline. Could be the Skyline. Could be the Imperia. The Asylum. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit. Okay, so there's 4 Skylines there. Cabello. Cabello is a very good one. I've actually not got a lot of RTAs. I've got a lot less RTAs than I used to have. Can you recommend a 21mm tube mech with exposed battery? That is brilliant. Yeah, for a split second there, I was like, no, and then I got it. And then I got it. Federico, greetings from Argentina. Aloha. Roman, cheeky question. When was the last time you used a KO? The last time I used one was when I had the prototype out. And I was using the prototype for a little while. If you remember, I don't know if you remember, I showed the prototype off. It looked very different. It was... but... yeah, the KO was a shit show. It was an absolute shit show. Which is a real shame. But that's what happens when you try to... And this is why I have full sympathy and understanding for any mod maker. And when I say mod maker, I mean anybody that's trying to put something out to market in the vape game. And whilst I'm always very diplomatic with my reviews, so when I give pros and cons, it's not a hatchet job. I'm as delicate as I can be Sometimes you have to read between the lines to get my cons, but it's because when you're operating on a budget and timelines, and it's very, very easy to get shit wrong. So yeah. I'll say no more on that one. Wilson Fisk is superb in Daredevil. Yes, he is. He is. Private Pile. Was that it? Was it Private Pile? Hard to believe it's the same person. Those that know, know. How high on the list does the T-Fun rank for you? There's a funny one. I've never, and can I go against the flow here? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with T-Funs. I've never clicked with them as such. I've never clicked with them. The T-Fun 2, which was out about the same time as the Uber Toot, I thought was just as good as the Uber Toot RTA, which was an excellent RTA. The T-Fun 2 was just as good. I've reviewed most of them, but I've never kept one long term. Just how it's like a lot of the stuff that I have here. I keep it because for many reasons, but yeah, for whatever reason, I've never held on to T-Funs or Typhoons for very long. Oh, pardon me. Typhoon GT4 is still a top RTA. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've used one. The GX, the GX was different though. The GX was an RDTA, really. At the end of the day, it wasn't really an RTA. Sorry, semantics and all that jazz. I kept the GX for a very, very long time. And it's nothing to do with Germans. I don't like Germans. You shit-stirring Ayrshire piece of shit, you, Mr. Pelosi. You know, you know. I love German gear. Some German Atties that I've had. You remember the big German bruiser Atties? GSV. Remember, was it GSV? German Steel Vapor? Who was the other one? MK? Was it MK? I had so many German RTs over the years that I kept for a long time. But then tastes change. It's the dwarf is still, if I was going to send anybody to go and buy an RTA for the first time, it's still one of the best ones. But it's also one that I never kept for a long time because aesthetically it just didn't do it for me. And that's the thing. That's why I don't get into saying what's my favorite. What would I recommend? What's a favorite? I don't own a dwarf, but I still think that I would, if I had to in a pinch, recommend something to somebody. It would probably be a dwarf. Talk too much. Need vape. I can't remember. What was the last Typhoon? T-Fun. It was the one with the stupid bloody moving tank with the crappy wick hole. Juice flow control. The juice flow control, the window, you could hardly see the window and it was lining up. It really bugged me. And then they released the GT, was it the GT1? With a spire, was it? Can't remember now. Sure as well. Yeah, anyway. Josh, do I know if there'll be any RTAs going to be released in the future? Yes. There are a couple I know of that are being still in prototype staging just now. One of them I'm actually vaping on that I can't show you. That will hopefully be out very, very soon. There's two more that I know of. So yes, there are RTAs coming. The Cloud 1X is very good. It's very good. Actually, as I said, it's the only issue I had really with the Cloud X was that the machining on the threading was not as good as it should have been. It wasn't as good as it should have been, but they were moving manufacturing from the first batch to another factory, and that factory was going to be the same factory that did the machining for the USD, I think it was, which was spot on. So batch 2 will be much better. Mr. Fisher's here. Yay! Go Uncle Rob. Theo. Your next love will be the future Skyline R DLC. I can't. What have I got? Actually, the only DLC Skyline that I have is that wee guy. Serial number 1. I don't know who did the DLC for this. It is possibly some wee guy with a dodgy accent and a really old leather jacket. That's probably who did this. I'm just having a guess. Sorry. Approaching vlogs like sports. Coming in at the buzzer. Bob, where have you been? I've been around. I was going to go over an hour ago, but I've been waiting on you turning up. Chris, what are you vaping on just now? I showed off at the start. Delro. SVA with a secret RTA. The Stereo BF with a Skyfall on top. DLC'd. The Orion with the RBA, and the Yeehee Pure Max Q. So yeah, Mohammed Bob V3. That's not Bob V3, just joined chat. It's Bob Mark II. Just I'll never forget that you're V3. Good to see you, mate. God, it's been ages. Sorry, for those of you that don't know, my pronunciation of names is shockingly bad. So Mohammed, I could never pronounce his name properly, surname, so every time I couldn't pronounce somebody's name, they were called Bob and they were assigned a number. So yes, Bob V3. God, that takes me back. That was years ago that stuck. Are you still driving shitty old cars? Anyway, sorry. Have to remember I'm talking to more than one person here. I was going. Let me tidy this stuff away. If anybody has any other questions, now is the time to ask, or forever hold your peace. I'll take that in with me. That's going in for a vape tonight. This can stay out here. That's going in there. There we go. I'm surprised you can even remember that far back. I remember lots of things, Dominic. Lots of things. Every day when I see you in Patreon, I remember lots of things. His surname is the easiest out of the three. You're just dyslexic. You're possibly not wrong. There's an American with a six-pack. Does that mean you have a six-pack of beer, or you have a six-pack? I see your sponsorship for Just for Men is still going strong, my friend. Look at that. It's got that grey, and it's not going any further in near 20 years. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Destroyed just. Oh, what? Oh, oh, oh. Cut that bit out. I'll make sure my editor cuts that bit out. Bob, it's always a 50th reunion here. Always. The only thing we're missing is name badges and bad haircuts. Well, some of us are missing name badges and screenshot taken. That looked like a scrape. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Right. Thank you all for coming along and joining in. Hopefully you got something out of this. I don't know what, but hopefully you did. And we shall see you with another review in a few days, possibly. I don't know. I really don't know. But you need another Lexus IS200. I never had a feckin' Lexus IS200. It was an Altezza. And you know that. Don't go pushing my buttons. It may have looked like an IS200, but it was a proper Altezza with a Beams engine. Horrible people. The RTA, that's the secret. You need another Lexus. Right, I'm going ahead, guys. Thank you so much.